Just I wanted to ask, do you think a reason why a lot of people, even libertarians, get the intellectual property issue wrong is I sometimes think maybe it's a little bit to do with, at least partly, due to a kind of linguistic trick. Because we always talk about, oh, like someone stealing someone's idea, but
Yes.
that's not really the proper word. Like if I steal
Correct.
your car, you don't have your car anymore. If I quote unquote
Yeah.
steal your idea,
Yeah.
you still have your idea. So I haven't really stolen it, I've copied it. And it's almost like, because of the language we use with intellectual property, it almost begs the question. We're calling it property off the bat. And then when we
Correct.
talk about stealing someone's idea, again, it's begging the question because we're saying, oh, well, we're taking it from them. But that's not, although that's the language we use, it's not the reality. The reality is we're copying. Like an analogy would be if I looked at your house and built a house that was identical to
Correct.
it. If I look at your idea, I'm just going to copy it. I'm not actually, I haven't deprived you from it. So there's no aggression. Do you know what I mean?
I think that's 100% correct. And I think this shows the importance of being. This annoys people sometimes when they say, "Oh, you're going lawyer mode because you're being too precise or anal or whatever." But sometimes you need to be very precise and careful about terms because they do have ambiguous meanings or multiple meanings, and equivocation can often set in, even unintentionally sometimes. I think that what happens is in the pre-digital age, okay, um, you could get away with being a little bit sloppy with these metaphors by saying that you have the right to your to the fruits of your labor, for example. That's another you have the right to the fruits of your labor because what they mean by that is that if you have your own body and you're not hurting anyone and you own something you got by contract or some farm that you homesteaded on your own, that you can profit off of that if you're successful because you have the dominion over that and you can sell it. So people start thinking, oh, you have the right to the fruits of your labor. And then what they're doing is they're criticizing, well, why should the government take it from me? I made it, right? So you start thinking, but the mistake doesn't mean that much. But in the digital age, when a primary part of the value of things is in the shape of it, or in the a book, for example, or the patterning of it, then we sort of lose sight of the nature of property rights and how they have to be bound up with tangible material things that over which there can be conflict, and you start thinking in terms of values.